where does God fit in your life?
Everything now.
Like, were you, so when did you find God? How were you raised? Like,
I've been a
tell me
Christian.
your God story.
Yeah, I've been a Christian my entire life. My mom is a personal trainer, yes, but she has a pastoral degree. She could be a pastor at a church right now, but she's had her issues. She went through 4 or 5 divorces, crazy stuff. I had the gnarliest upbringing story ever. In and out of churches. I've had bad experience at churches, but I've always been raised a Christian. Have I always gone to church every Sunday and done that whole route? No, not at all. I've gone years. Have I always tithed? I did most of my career, and then I stopped. And then sometimes I made a lot of money not tithing, and then sometimes I made no money and still tithed. It's been up and down sideways. But now, and Marianne, honestly, throw her name out there, gave me this book to write in. And it's weird. I pray and write in this book. She gave it to me when my dad died because I even told Susan, I'm like, I'm just going to drink every day. I don't even care. I don't even want to feel nothing right now. But she's like, well, that's a process of grieving. Good luck. But how about this? And I flew out and she gave me this really nice leather bound book and was like, just try writing. I was like, that's so stupid. I was honestly thinking that's stupid. I told you. Right? I was like, why am I going to write in a book that I'm pissed off? Like, I think the first page says, like, this is the dumbest thing ever. And now I'm, like, probably 50 pages into that, writing about my dad and my mom and my family. But now it's like I'm praying before and after I write and during. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I've never prayed like that before. Mm-hmm. Like, it's kind of a trip. It's almost, like, scary to me.
Well, because when the God and the creator of the universe talks to you, you're like, this is way better than being high.
Right? No, it's 100 times better.
Have you had that experience writing when you do your prayer and all that, that you don't even know what's flowing out, like the words and stuff like that, like the words that are going down on paper? And have you gotten the shiver?
1,000 times. Yeah. I've written pages, and then I go. So the way that I've watched some YouTube videos, it's funny on how to do that book. Like, that's how stupid I thought it was. And I forget stuff that I wrote, so I go and read it on Fridays, what I've written. And I don't write in it every day. I write in it when I'm like about to break down, or when I'm arguing with a little stupid argument with my wife, whatever it may be. Or for some reason, every time I see a fire truck, it's the dumbest things. I was organizing my garage. I found his fire helmets and his badge and stuff. And I just wanted to drink and stuff. And I just go and write in that. Mm-hmm. And the craziest stuff, like, I end up writing memories, which is really weird. Mm-hmm. But I always pray, and I'm like, God, come on, just don't. I'm doing good today, this week. Don't lead me down where I know that I could go, right? Whether it be not working, drinking, whatever, something stupid. And I end up praying and writing the book, and I forget what I write. And then I read it, and I'm like, whoa, why was I even thinking that? That's dumb. Like, I would never do that, So, yes, big time. I've gotten to the point where you can't even read it. Some of the pages, one of them is, like, ripped out because I was crying so hard it was wet, So to me, I wouldn't say like it's my Bible, but it's gotten me, that one book, which is crazy. My dad passing away has gotten me closer to God again. Mm-hmm. I will never not be a believer. I will always go to church. I will always tithe. I will always do my thing. But as far as talking to God and praying and actually believing that he can help me, my dad passing away actually brought a lot of that back. Yeah, which is like really crazy, and
it's one of the answers to that why.
Yeah, and what's crazy is, and I don't even know. My counselor said that when my dad was on like his final weeks, that's when the closest he was to God. And I don't know if that's because you're dying and you were like, I want to make sure I go to heaven, right? But he said he always looked back at not giving God enough time. So that's kind of one thing, a big thing in my life personally is like, because that's the best drug. And you probably know that as well, and you probably know that as well. Mm-hmm. Like, it feels like you're drunk sometimes, or high.
Drunk in the spirit.
Yeah, and it's like, and then I could go to sleep. Like, I could literally write in that book for a couple minutes and then go to sleep. I get so tired and drained, it's ridiculous. And then at the same time, I've woken up and been like completely drained and wrote in that book and been like, I'm ready to just own this day, And like, I flew out here for 7 days and I didn't bring it. It's at home. So at the same time, it still is a huge part of me, but at the same time, I feel like I've grown a lot, even in these, 2 short months.
Yeah.
Writing,
journaling helps.
Writing is very cathartic.